my stamping friends, this is Oksana from funstamper.com, and today is Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's time for Funky Wednesday. As always, I come to you this time and feature some cool ideas. Let me pull you to make sure I see it. I have different setups, so I'm trying to see how to adjust so everything is nice and square. And if you're there, give me high five, give me a comment, say hi to me. It was busy day, busy week. My stamp room is crazy. My condition is not working, and it was just a peak last couple days, and it's on the second floor. So yeah, so I moved right now to the first floor. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna make those two cute cards. So this is a diorama card. So the idea I saw by Mary Kate Scott. She demonstrated in one of the groups a little bit simpler card, but basically this is for the size. And it's 3 by 4 when standing, but when you fold, it fits in a regular envelope. So it's, pretty cool and impressive. And I designed it slightly different and kind of did it my way. And then I thought it's cool, but it's kind of small, not really enough real estate to decorate up front and kind of put it. So I went to the next size to fit an envelope. So I did it 4 by 4 in a center, but when you mail it, it fits in an envelope. And it's look like that. Let me bring it closer. So it looks really cool and impressive. So I'm using today a sea turtle stamp set. I think it's called Sea Turtle. And this is really interesting stamp set. Let me pull it and show you. So this is a stamp set. So when I look in a catalog, I'm like, okay, cool, kind of, I did overlook it. It just, I looked at the images and it's really tiny, right? It's like, yeah, not sure. But when I actually saw Mary Kate demonstrate, this is the size of the big turtle. Look at that. This is really impressive. So, so I immediately got it and played with that, just did simple stamping. So this is gonna be my club project, but I thought that this kind of type of card with diorama is perfect for that. So let me show you a couple tricks with this particular stamp set. It's called reversible stamp set. This means that you could, photopolymer, so you could basically put it both ways. So if you put it like that, then you will have an outline. You clean it and then you put second one. So you don't have two stamp sets, you just have one that you reverse, and it's actually working really well. And also today, I decided we're gonna say goodbye to two colors that are retiring. It's mint macaroon and Bermuda Bay. Some of my friends actually mentioned that this is their favorite, especially people kind of said about Bermuda Bay. I love that color, but I realized last couple months I actually didn't neglect it. So for this particular card, I wanted to pull those two ink pads and kind of give them nice goodbye. So this is the color. This is Bermuda Bay. It's really pretty. And it's placed really nicely with mint macaroon. So let me show you a little trick with the turtle. So I applied it, let's see. So it's flat, and we're gonna use mint macaroon as outline. Let's see if it's gonna stamp on this table. And always, it's easy when you stamp outline first, then it's easier to go inside. It's pretty well. And we're gonna go ahead and clean it. And we're gonna use Bermuda Bay on top. So this is what this reversible stamp set does. So it's pretty cool. Technically, you could stamp it on the cardstock, but it's gonna be different effect. Okay. And I already have one cut and fussy cut, stamped and fussy cut. So we're gonna stamp it on top. I think I'm a little bit off. Might look like little shadow. Isn't he cute? Pretty big, pretty cool, and this color combo works really well. And you could technically do any color combination. This one I decided to do evening evergreen, and I also like combinations with macaroon, but I think soft succulent will work really, really well. All right, are you ready to do a fold and see how to cut and assemble your card? Let me bring a cardstock. So you'll need, for that one, you'll approximately need 1 sheet of paper. So 1 sheet for each card. So it uses a little bit more cardstock than your usual one. And we're gonna cut it. I will put dimensions on my blog. I'll try to do it by Friday, but there's 2 classes. I will see how it's gonna work. So for small card, I need 2 pieces that measures 3 by 7 and 1 piece that measures 5.5 by 3. Remember, my card is 3 inches tall, so this is kind of will be a little bit longer card. So let me do 2 pieces 3 by 7. So I'll do 6 by 7 and then do 3 inches. There's 2 pieces, and from this piece I need 3 by 5.5. And what we're gonna do, even so it's 3, I will do tiny little shorter than 3, so it will be easier for me to adhere. Okay, and as I have my cutter, let's do similar one. So I decided I want a card that's taller, 4 inches. So it's gonna be the same measurements, but instead of 3, we're gonna use 4. So it's gonna be 2 pieces 4 by 7 and 1 piece 4 by 5.5. So I'm gonna do 7 on long one and then 2 4 inches. Just much more economical. I look like 4 by 4. It's a little bit better way to do it because you will not have a lot of scraps. So still use 1 sheet of paper. And that piece we wanted to do 4 by 5.5. And you could see I only have little tiny piece left over versus that, for that one I have a bunch of smaller pieces. And I will do a little bit tiny smaller than 4. Okay. Both cards will be scored absolutely the same. Get my extra pieces away. So for the small one, we're gonna score longer pieces on a 7-inch side. We're gonna score at 1.5. So 1.5 and 1.5. And here 1.5 and 1.5. And on the smaller piece, I'm gonna do half of that score line, so it's 3/4. 3/4 and 3/4. Other one is exactly the same. Where did I put my other one? Here. So far, super simple, right? The only trick with this card, you kind of want to think ahead how you decorate, because you're going to have 3 layers. And you will need to think you wanted to do designer paper, you want to stamp it. So kind of get the idea. So many times it's easier when you kind of do a prototype, I call it, and then you will see what to change, especially with specific stamp set. Okay, so this is my 2 big pieces, and a small one. So if you're gonna score on the score line, reinforce the score line. We also, because it's diorama card, you wanted to pick what you wanna, kind of what's the shape gonna cut a hole. But technically, see, it's kind of like this and then like that. But you need to have a hole on top, okay? Let's start with a smaller one. So I decided I wanted to use designer paper for front and a back, and let's see what I got. And it's, you could leave little border, but I just did slightly smaller than 3 by 4 piece. And then we're gonna use one of those pieces for inside. This is by the Bay paper. It's kind of matches. This one has like a, and this could be inside. Again, you could go ahead and stamp, and this is what I plan to do. I'm actually gonna use the turtle and stamp. And as we're gonna use the stamp set, I will have another 4 by 4 piece that I'm gonna stamp. All right, let me bring my small turtle, and we're gonna use the same color combination. And the same as we did before, we're gonna do reversible. So we're gonna start with the flat image. We're gonna do in mint macaroon. This guy is so cute. And I'm gonna do kind of in between. I think 2 will be enough. And I'm gonna do here as well. You could see I do have so many strips that 2 inches by 6. So I kind of glue those strips together. You will not really see it on a back. So yeah, saving the paper. Probably didn't mean to have so many turtles, but oh well. We're going with that. Now when magic is happening, we're gonna clean our turtle. I just want to stamp at the same time, so we're not cleaning stamp set back and forth for my little turtle. It's so cute. All right. And last year I was actually a really lucky one to go on the beach early and so have turtle were hatching. So it was really cool. I'm trying to see the comments. It's comments kind of coming on in the background, but we'll see. Yeah, this is old Stampin' Up cutter. This is my favorite. I'm never gonna give up that one. I never need to sharpen my blade. I use it all the time. So this is my to-go, unless I need to kind of cut little holes, so yeah. And this is a trick with, you know, some of the Stampin' Up things. I mean, they're such a quality items. I think that cutter probably, I mean, I'm in this house 12 years. I had it before. So probably first cutter I bought when I joined 14 years ago or something. I don't know, that's still going. And you name it, I cut a cardboard with that sometime for packaging. All different things. All right, so we have that one. And let me add some little fishes for the background. See which color I brought. I'm saying I moved here downstairs and I brought what I brought. All right, let's just do flirty flamingo fishes. Why not, right? I don't think I need fishes over there. This is good enough. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna use designer paper inside, and then that other piece of designer paper that I pulled somewhere outside. And you wanted to glue designer paper before you're gonna cut your hole, actually, like this, right? So let's just go ahead and glue. And then for this design, you basically think about any shape that you could cut. Could probably will be circle, could be oval, could be anything. Oval, I'm using some of my other ovals. One actually oval from, always forget that beautiful stamp set with flowers and bunch of ovals. It actually was on sale for retired list for 60% already sold out. Flirting florets. Yeah, so those ovals fit as well. But I have an oval, and this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna cut oval from this one, the front piece. See, this one is our bottom, this is our front, and this is our middle diorama piece. So let me go ahead and cut it. And as I was designing this particular card, I'll show you one that I created. I really like it. But I was thinking, you know, which stamp sets or which paper could be great for that, right, to create the diorama. So I think Rain and Shine will be a really cool one with little animals, and will be super, super cute. Some flowers in background. Probably that By the Bay will be really cute as well. I don't know. But definitely like that sea theme seems really kind of nice to use. Okay. So we cut those shapes, and now, because I didn't glue it in, I still have extra pieces to use. We will use it for something. So now we're gonna start with this piece that is inside. So I like to use tear tape, at least one row, and then wet glue. So tear tape, kind of get it right away, and then wet glue later on. So in Florida, sometimes even tear tape gives up, but wet glue is really good. So let's start with one side. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove tear tape, and it's actually really easy. So watch me how I'm doing. If I cut everything right, it should be working fine. So I'm gonna put it inside. That's why I want it slightly tiny smaller, kind of towards the score line, and close it. Then I'm gonna fold it this way. Like I say, if I did everything right, look like I didn't do everything right. But let's see if I could reposition. Let's do one more time. It should fold. Okay, now it folds perfect. And we remove this tear tape. This is why I have you pick two. And then we're gonna do this one. And then we're gonna close it. See how easy? So, at this point, you could leave it as it is, but what I like to do with that particular one, to kind of add extra elements, because you have it open right now. So I did cut, you could basically stamp the little greenery from this stamp set, but I'm just gonna use this By the Bay die cuts. And I did pre-stamp and already fussy cut a little turtle, and we're gonna put it inside. Because remember, we're creating diorama. We wanted to make it as 3D as possible. So here's my little guy. And I'm gluing everything flat, so I'm not adhering anything with the dimensionals on that first level, because I wanted to close. Let's put his little arm. Okay. And now we're gonna do our second layer, and it's exactly the same. It's as easy as we had before. Now we're gonna apply 2 strips of tear tape to both sides, and starting with one, we're gonna remove and glue. And this one later on, if you're not really, or if you have a custom envelope, you could create the diorama as big as you want. You could actually have it multiple layers as well. So I'm removing tear tape, then I'm folding a card, and now I'm gluing this one, aligning with the line, and closing it. And I'm folding it again, removing tear tape, and closing it again. And we have diorama card. Super, super simple. Ta-da! See? And now you have it. You will need to add little, let me add little sentiment. I will put here, love you to the beach and back, and Bermuda Bay, and our first card will be ready. Then we're gonna decorate second card, but I'll show you a trick how to, you don't need to have such a big opening. You could actually do slightly different. All right, love you to the beach and back, and we're using Bermuda Bay. So keep in mind this color combination with the turtles, you could do any other combination, something for lighter and the dark one for the top. All right, and I will add a little circle to it. We're gonna have our first card ready. It's tiny and cute. And what do you think? Do you like it? Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to create. And after we're done with 2 cards, I'll show you. I actually obviously need to play with the Greatest Journey stamp set and bundle, because we have class Friday, Saturday, and I always like to use what is kind of laying around on my desk, and it kind of makes me inspired. So yeah, probably we could add a bow, and maybe we'll add kind of this little guy, little starfish. Let's add it, and our first card will be ready. Okay, so pretty similar, right? So there, as you could see, I use those fussy cut, those weeds, and I use different greeting. Okay, so that one, card number 1, and it's smaller size. And now let's do our card number 2. We already pre-score everything, and as you remember, we have 2 pieces measure 7 by 4 and 1 piece 5.5 by 4, right? So this is your basic. We fold the scored lines. We already pre-stamped the piece here for inside, and I'm gonna glue it. And for outside, I'm actually not gonna put designer paper yet. I'm gonna do slightly different thing. I have the piece that I brought. So I wanna almost create a waves. See those ones? So I'm gonna go ahead and use that big, like a bubbles, like a background stamp, and I'm gonna stamp the top, whatever will be our outside. So we'll see how it's gonna work. I didn't do this card, but you know, we could improvise, right? We don't need go. Just be consistent. Okay. And we're gonna do exactly as we did before, but instead of oval, we're gonna use a circle. And actually, the largest stitched circle fits great. So this is what I decided to use, and this is what I use for this card as well. So let me go ahead and die cut both in the center. Let me know which other color right now you're stocking up or super set that is leaving, and this is something that you're using all the time. Another cute thing. We'll see what that's going to be. I'm gonna work with that. So if you need a cardstock of that color that are gonna retire, some of those cardstock, I believe, I think Pacific Points sold out. I was placing order 5 a.m. Yesterday, and it was already gone. Some other things were gone already. So, but check online and see. All right, so we're gonna do the same as we did before. So I'm gonna put it aside. So just a reminder how we're gonna do it. So we're gonna apply tear tape. And I'm also using a little bit of liquid glue. You could probably use liquid glue all the time. It just dries a little bit slower. And you also could pre-stamp this layer as well to make it more fancy, but you could still kind of see it. So you put it close to the line, and then you close the card. Then you're gonna fold it other way, remove a tear tape, apply a little bit of glue, and close it. So it's really, really simple. After you kind of understand how it works, it just goes pretty fast. Okay. And as I did before, you still go ahead and gonna add those extra doodads. I'm probably gonna do a little bit higher. So that stamp set, the turtles, is really fun, like to build your backgrounds, and it's really cool stamp set. And I'm so excited it's carrying over. I'm actually doing my club next month, or this month I should say. Wow, it's already April. Featuring that stamp set. We're gonna do a technique. We're gonna do 9 projects actually. 4 projects and 2 each, and 1 I always include extra wow bonus card. So that will be, I always like to do like something funky folds combined with technique. That will be technique class. We're gonna make all the cool stuff. So check out my blog, funstamper.com, and Fun Creations Club, all the details. I think this is the best deal to start using your supplies, and I always try to make it so inexpensive for you, and I'm not using like expensive bundles and stuff like that. So and I share a ton of ideas, and this is why I actually creating with this one. So my club members will have extra project to create with. So I fold it, and now I'm folding it back, and we're gonna apply. Just probably the hardest thing is to remove tear tape. Yeah, so think about flowers, think about some like diorama with something else. So here you go, right? It's kind of naked compared to other stuff. But what I wanted to do, I want to cut this to 4 inches. Let me cut it. And then I wanted to go ahead and fussy cut and kind of create like a wave, kind of maybe follow the line here. So this is what I'm going for. I'm kind of wanted to go and kind of close that circle a little bit to give me a little bit more space to decorate and put maybe greeting on a bottom. So we'll see. Plus this way it's, you're not kind of wasting that much of designer paper. Okay, and now I want to do a birthday card, and I'm using another favorite of mine that retires. It's called Friends Are Like Seashells. I believe the embossing folder is like 60% off. I don't remember if that's on sale or not. It's really, really cool deal. So let's see, where's my happy birthday? So I'm saying goodbye to the stamp set as well. Well loved. We did last year, we did my Creative Escape with that bundle. And this year I actually used some of the sayings for my Creative Escape as well. I did cut somewhere little label and be using Bermuda Bay. And I will have happy birthday to my beautiful friend. We're gonna add it with dimensionals, and then we're gonna add our big turtle. My dimensionals somewhere. So this is a turtle I stamped before. And I'll show you a trick with the card. When you're decorating, you actually could go and outside of edges. I'll show you the trick. Is that? So think about the way you're gonna fold your card. Maybe you're gonna add the guy first. So let's say if I'm gonna fold cards like this in a mailing, right? Then I don't wanna put anything on this side, right? Because it's not gonna fit, right? But then for me, because I wanted to put it on the right side, I plan to fold it this way. So this way I could put him here. Or if I'm gonna do this way, then I could put him here. Okay? So let's put him here first. So now he could actually stick out from a paper. And I lost my dimensionals again. It's here in front of me. And you just wanted to make sure you don't put dimensionals. Where's the opening? Let's see. Maybe one more somewhere here. And this way we will see where to put our greeting. And we're gonna put it here, kind of underneath him. And maybe we will add a couple blinks and we will be done. So what do you think? So this is the way it's designed without DSP. With DSP it's easier, and with colors we definitely need to add something. Hold on, let me find some bling somewhere. If I brought it here. I have some gold bling. Oh, let's bling him a little bit. Let's put some on happy birthday here. And maybe a couple, kind of like a bubbles. This is my other favorite that is retiring, the champagne rhinestones. Use them all the time. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find new favorites. Not a problem. Obviously, we could wink it, wink of Stella, always makes things pretty, but here it is. I think I like this one with the white, so maybe I should have went with a maybe blue background or something like that. And you could, for this card, actually, you could mix and match. So you could have two pieces, one cardstock and another one in different cardstock. All right, so what do you think? Do you like this idea? Is it something that you tried before? Is it something that you're gonna try? I hope you will. And let me show you my favorite that I create, and it's gonna be definitely wow. And I'm actually gonna send it to my daughter's boyfriend to congratulate him. So this is my other card. Look at that. So this is diorama card. It's gonna fold like that. I use DSP in the background, and see how I kind of cut the mountain ridge. I put extra thing, and so this is, I feel that this is definitely wow card. I really like how it turned out. Stay tuned. I actually working on a bigger format of the card, trying to figure out the dimensions. So probably next week I will have it posted. But yeah, so this is what we created. Also, if you have this set and looking for ideas, check my class to go with Greatest Journey. And if you need more ideas with this one, check my Fun Creation Club. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you will have a great week. I know I'm gonna see some of you this Friday or Saturday. And until then, happy stamping. Bye.